Got it. Woohoo! Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Let's go to the Facebook so we can see all the people.
I need to share the screen too with Canva.
Hi, friends. Can you see us? Give us a big hello if you're here.
And tell us where you are from, please.
Where are you coming from today on this beautiful Wednesday evening? We're so excited to have everybody tonight. This has been a long time coming. This is actually a very magical evening to be sitting next to this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know where you're coming in from and what brought you here today. What were you looking for? I'm not sure I can see the comments as they're coming.
We're going to wait a few minutes to make sure everyone hops on.
We got Ohio. Welcome. Welcome,
Yes.
Jim, Ohio. Lisa's here. Hey, girl. All right. Allie, hi. Welcome, welcome. Rhode Island, badass. I'd love to know who invited you here. There's Savannah. We got Steffi Rose. What's up, Savannah? Aloha, mama. Takata. All right, everybody's coming in. I'm excited. We've had so many people messaging about this.
So happy to be here. I love doing this. It's not often that we're together, so this is perfect to share with everyone what we love to do. But let's wait a few more minutes and see as people are jumping on.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Okay, Ali, Bree brought you here. Bomb. Bree is really doing amazing. It's been incredible to see how many people have been attracted by her beauty and her truth and her coming out of her shell. It's been so sweet.
So if you're just jumping on right now, tell us where are you from? Please, we would love to see.
Dallas. Oh, we're in Dallas too. And if you would like to come see us on Friday night, we're actually having a tribe gathering in Dallas to that is in Dallas.
It's
Ashton. Ashton, yes, we'd love to meet you in person on Friday night. I'm actually having a gathering, so I'll let you know about that afterwards. Feel free to message me.
Oh, okay.
All right. South Carolina. Tanisha's on her freedom tour right now, and she's in South Carolina. That's awesome. Beautiful. Okay. I'd also like to know, if you're new to this space and this whole idea, what excited you? What brought you here? What was the key word that caught your attention? It's really important. Because we're going to be talking about some things this evening that it's gonna require the ability to just let go of a lot of things you've been taught, to open up to receive some new ways of living life, doing life, and being instead of doing so much. And so, yeah, I'd love to know what called you in. The intuition knows.
Yeah, removing limitation and be really unlimited in our life, because anything is truly possible. And what we're going to share with you totally taps into that, actually.
Hi, Mia Bella. Welcome. And freedom. Beautiful. I would love to know what freedoms you're looking for. What freedom are you looking for? Is it time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom? Where is your pain point? What sucks right now? Where would you like some assistance? Because we got something here this evening that literally covers every single one of them. And so I'd like to know. That would be great if you feel open to sharing. Hi, Ricky. Welcome, welcome. Financial freedom and time freedom, both. Boom. And they kind of come hand in hand. So you're going to learn that tonight. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and get started.
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.
Okay.
So this is the Freedom Lifestyle Business Strategy, your golden ticket to freedom.
All right. So thank you for being here. I am Dorian, and I've been traveling the world for about 10 years. But about 4 years ago, I had to get into, the system to work for my family. My ex-partner was pregnant, so I really wanted to cater to her and my new son that was going to be born. So I actually really worked for about a year in the system. I made great money. I mean, I was making about $20,000 a year. Seriously, that much money. Anything was possible, but that came at a price. I was really trading my time, my freedom, and my health to make that much money. I was never present for my family and my son. And at that age, like there's so much growth happening so quickly. So I would miss so many precious moments. Then I was super stressed. I felt so burnt out, and I was drained at a soul level. Actually, I'd never felt like that before. I used to be a free soul before, and I thought, hey, let me tap into the system, get some money, do this for 3 years to save money to buy a land. After a year, I just couldn't do it. I was just so drained, no creativity. On the weekend, my ex-partner wanted to get together, do some family activity. I didn't want to do anything. I was so tired. So I really felt in my heart that something had to change. I just could not do this anymore. This feeling in the work I was doing, I was not passionate about. I was really just doing it for the money. So I kept, praying and asking for the universe. I was like, hey, like bring me some in my life where I can be free, travel the world while making money. And my ex-partner would see all these people traveling and doing that. So we kept searching, looking around, until one day I saw one of my friend living this lifestyle. She had been traveling for 3 years, India, Bali. And I'm like, how does she do it? So I just reached out to her and she told me. So she invited me to a 3-day presentation, like the people invited you here right now. And it just changed my life. I actually had no time to watch it, by the way. I could only watch it in traffic because I was stuck in Los Angeles in traffic, like hours and hours on end. Every day I was traveling like 150 miles a day. And I saw it and I was like, oh my God, this is it. Of course I had some doubts, and I was a little bit scared. So I did some research and just nothing, I couldn't find anything better than this. So I told my ex-partner, I was like, hey, let's go with both feet in. Let's go fully in and see what happened, because I know that when life brings me something in my life, there's like a purpose there. And it's not to like mess around with me. It's not like a joke. And I need to receive what life gives me. So I went with both feet in. And now it's been a little over 2 years. I've traveled the world with my family, and we lived in Bali for a year. A month ago, I was able to go to Mexico and live my passion and really study what I wanted to study. As I was living this beautiful life, I had, some money coming in, passive income, and it was insane. Now I can really focus on this plus my passion, and I can really give the time to my client that they deserve, because I'm not worried about money, because money is always coming to me. And I just really love this. So I love sharing this with everyone, because it can really be, and it will be, a life-changing experience. It really, really is. If you tap into this, it's amazing. Yeah. So thank you for listening, and I'll have Mary Rose share her journey.
Thank you. I never heard that part about you driving in the car and watching the video. That's awesome. Yes. We always learn more about each other in this beautiful, beautiful community. So hi, I am Mary Rose Kent, and it is such an honor to be here with y'all tonight. Finding this space has been the life-changing key that I desperately needed. A little bit about my background. I didn't necessarily come from a lot of money. I had a lot of, I feel like I had to work really, really hard. I really did too. I've been a single mom for a long time. I have 3 children, and I used to clean on Craigslist for $15 an hour when I was 21 years old. I didn't get to go to college. I had all this shame around like not ever making it. I never made it. And I was just constantly looking for this success. And then I became a real estate agent. Lo and behold, never saw it coming. And I started learning about energy, and like what you put in comes back. And I was applying that, and it was awesome, because there I actually had like the ability to make a lot of money, but I still didn't really have any time freedom, and it was choking me. I would make a ton of money, and by the time I got it, it was like I didn't even know what to do with it. What was it for? I still lived month to month in my life. I didn't have any dreams really. It was about success. And if I had success, I could go to dinner and everyone could ask me what I do, and I could tell them I make money. Like that was about it. I really hate that question, by the way. What do you do? Now when people ask me, I'm like, I break people out of the matrix. And they're like, wait a second. But it's been a beautiful, beautiful change for me, because in real estate in 2020, even though I had been making $100,000 a year, all of a sudden the market crashed and all that stability was just gone. And I didn't know what I was going to do. My car was I was driving it to the ground, and I was running out of money. I was actually down to my last $500. and I'd just gotten divorced. I'd left everything behind. I was just seeking myself. I knew there was something out there for me, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I kept pulling oracle cards, if you know what those are, and they would say I was going to have a career change. And I was like, that's impossible. I went from cleaning houses to being a real estate agent. I don't think it gets any better than this. I've always climbed the ladder, worked with people I wasn't in alignment with, sexual harassment stuff. Like, as a woman in a man's world, it wasn't easy. And so when this came my way, it was because my car had completely gone out, and I pulled into a mechanic shop to get it fixed, and was about to go pick up a client from the airport who I was not in alignment with, somebody who was killing like my time. He was sucking my time. He was talking about a lot of things where I was like, wow, when you meet me and see my tattoos and my nose ring, you're probably not going to want to work with me. And I'm in the parking lot paying to get my car fixed, and the alternator goes out as I pull up. I am doomed. And I'm so depressed. And I'm like, how am I here again? I was at a total crossroads, and it was during COVID time, and like, it was a zombie land. Nobody's anywhere. And I'm in the parking lot crying over giving my last $250 almost. I had 250 left, and I know what to do. And I had been watching this beautiful soul right here. I didn't know him. I don't know how we became friends on Facebook. I'm just so grateful that we did, because my life's transformed now. And he was inspiring me. The way that he honored his family, the way that he would take these photos of them and travel the world and take his little boy to eat fresh fruits at the market all over the planet, and riding horses on the beach, and, laying in a natural spring one day. And it was just so inspiring. I couldn't take my eyes off of them. And I kept telling my partner, like, look what this guy's doing. Like, wow, I think he's really got something going on. Like, hint, like, take my picture, babe, And I, as a last resort in the parking lot, I messaged him. It came through to me, and I messaged him. I said, excuse me, you don't really know me. I don't mean to bother you, but if you have any time at all, I would just really appreciate if you could tell me, like, how do you live the way that you do? And it was at like the bottom of a barrel, like, I don't even know this person. And he responded with a video. And honestly, I was annoyed. I'm like, I'm sorry. Why send me a video? I don't get it. And then I watched it, and my intuition was going crazy. And I went against what a lot of people thought I should do, and I went for it. And now I have traveled all over the world, gone to Bali. I have proved that I can do anything. I've gone to Mexico. I got published in a book. I was invited to host Ecstatic Dance. I've just people know who I am now from me opening up and sharing who I am and finding this beautiful experience more than anything. And the money is just the bonus. Sharing who you are and getting to know that this is actually a journey of sharing who you are. And there are so many bonuses. So we're going to show y'all tonight how to make that possible for y'all. Are you excited? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Yes. Tell me I'm excited. I want to be my authentic self and make money getting paid to be me.
Yes.
Get paid to be me is the key.
Yes, 100%. The best way. All right, so the freedom lifestyle business strategy. So we have to align with a high ticket offer. In the world nowadays, there's low ticket and high ticket, right? And low ticket could be anything, I would say, anything under $500 commission profit, whether you're a yoga teacher, whether you do meditation classes, sell essential oil online. Even me, I serve Chemo and Bufo. This is also a low ticket, right? You have to think that if you wanted to make $10,000 a month, which is not that much, by the way, how many sessions do you have to give to make that much money? With some of these low ticket, you actually cannot even reach that amount. So we found a way that if you align with a high ticket offer, it's possible and actually quite easy. It doesn't take that much energy and time from us to do this. The next step is to leverage our social media. Most of us are on social media, scrolling, posting, and using our energy on these platforms. If you have not monetized your content and your energy on these platforms, then you're kind of wasting a lot of energy and time, to be honest. And it's so easy to monetize it and create a personal brand. And all this, by the way, we will teach you. It's fun and easy. And that's also how you tap into your passion, how you can become more authentic. And that's what we mean by getting paid to be you. Literally, you share your passion. And the more authentic you are, the more money you make, because you're attracting the right people and people can feel your authenticity. And that's what we're all about here, basically. Then we have automation, right? So obviously we found a way so we don't have to do everything, all the steps, because we want to all have a freedom lifestyle, right? So we have this whole process, this funnel that everything just flows into one another. So you don't have to do that much. All you have to do is be consistent, show up, be motivated, and build relationships with people, which is amazing. And that's kind of it. Then just lead people where they need to go, and everything will just flow. We choose to not reach out to people, sell to friends and family, because this is like a yucky kind of vibe. What we do now is more conscious. We do attraction marketing, meaning people come to us naturally, and then we just talk and we get to know them like heart to heart, because they're also our human beings, and we really want to know who they are and what's going on in their life and how we can help them. And then next step, obviously, after you do all this, you get paid in commission, and the commissions are amazing. You will see what they look like. It's super generous. And that's why we're here. I mean, again, I quit my $20,000 job I was making per month for this.
Awesome. Okay. I get excited here. The first thing I like to ask people before I share about this slide, this is the cash flow quadrant. Who here has read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? If you have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, put it in the comments. I love to know who has read it. It is such a game changer to have read Robert Kiyosaki's book. I read it back in 2015 when I first was just a property manager before I even sold houses. And the owner of the company actually gave me the book because he felt bad for me and the amount of work that they had put on me. And he knew I was just capable of more. I was making $12 an hour, 8 days of PTO, no insurance and no overtime. It was literally a hellacious job. And so I went home, read this book, and I didn't even finish it before I closed it because it said, is pretty much explained that we were bean counters is their terms. And this is what this means. And I'm like, I am not a bean counter and I'm going to figure this out. My son's about to read. I'm so excited. Okay. So when you're looking at this and down the middle of this slide, or middle of the circle, excuse me. On the left side, you have employee and self-employed. On the right side, you have business owner and investor. So get this, 95% of the money on the planet belongs to 5% of the population. And that 5% are business owners and investors. So 5%, that means 95% of the population on the other side only has 5% of the money. So no wonder we're all stressed out, not feeling good, medicating, eating like crap. We're not buying the nicer stuff, like all of that, right? And it's because we don't have the money. So it's about mindset. And this is so important. And I wish they taught this in schools, but they aren't, right? If they had taught all this in schools instead of just how to compete and get good grades and then hopefully take out a student loan and go to college and be successful so that you won't run out of money, this is the actual answer that makes sense. This is why 5% of the population is living so beautifully. And we're on our way there, guys. So listen up. So employee on the top left side, this is where you have a JOB, just over broke. Dang it. I used to always be like so proud of being a survivor and that I always just got by. But you know what? That's like treading water. And you can only take so much of that before we break. And it's job after job or whatever we can find, $1 more or whatever, right? And so you're trading all your time for money. So of course you're tired. Of course you're depressed. Of course your relationships aren't working out, I feel for that. I've been there. And then you go to the next one. Now you're like, hey, hold on a second. I'm going to become self-employed. I'm going to make more money. That's going to solve my problems. Yay. That's what I did. I became a real estate agent. I'll make more money. I made more money. And guess what? First of all, I couldn't still stop trading my time for money. So I was still spending all the time wearing all the hats. I had to be the realtor. I had to also be the therapist, believe it or not. And then, getting a house to go through and working with all the people all the time. And it's a lot. It's a very stressful job, actually. And a lot of people have different self-employed jobs, right? My friend Tanisha, I think she's here tonight. That girl was hustling out there, making those juices for people, all this vegan food and showing up to every event and doing all the sound baths and everything. And she's tired, but she's got beautiful gifts. So how amazing would it be to be able to do the things that you love because you love doing them and being able to sell those if you want to, whenever somebody wants them, instead of it being like please take my medicine. Please take it. I've got something to offer you. Like, ouch, that one gets tough too. And so then we get to the right side. And this is where the mindset shift has to happen to get over here. You become a business owner. What does that mean? You have something that's duplicatable. That means you're no longer trading time for money because you have a working business model. It's easy, and you can sell the business model to somebody else. This is genius. This is why this whole thing is literally elegant. And it feels so good to be like, it takes time actually to adjust even to allowing this kind of freedom into your life. We are so used to being told how to do things. And this is where you get to relax and things are done for you. And then from there, if you're not trading your time for money, and now you have leverage, the sexiest word in business, you have money coming in regularly to you. So now if you're not trading time for money and money coming into you regularly, what are you going to do? Now you can be an investor. Now you can build something. Now you can create something bigger for the planet if that's your desires, which I would love to know right now. What is your dream? Is there something that has always been there for you that you've wanted to bring to the planet? Please put it in the comments. For me, it is to create the Toltec Medicine Wheel of Transformation. I have a center in Oklahoma. Everything I'm doing right now is into the savings to purchase this place so people from around the world can come to do this, and they don't have to have a ton of money because it doesn't matter anymore. I want people to come to be able to experience the transformation that happens in this healing container that I'm so grateful that happened in my life. That there's that. And the other one is to have shelters for homeless people that don't just try to medicate them or push them right back out into the system. People who've been through trauma, they can't just go right back out and work. And so many people are like, well, why can't they just work at McDonald's? It's like, because they don't feel good, and they need to sleep. I found out from taking care of my cousin, which thanks to this whole thing, I've been able to adopt my cousin with special needs a year ago. And he actually is able to do this business, and he's inspiring people who have special needs or family members with special needs that they can do this. They can be themselves and get paid online, and their families will never worry about how they're going to make money or survive or be taken care of. So I would love to know what your vision is or your dream. That is very powerful, and it's very possible in this space. So now we get into mindset. On the right side here, if you're looking at this chart, we came by all the way we think, honestly. Okay, so give yourself some grace, pat yourself on the back. I used to wake up every morning completely depressed and didn't want to be here anymore. And I am so grateful for the people I have met who have guided me, who have had success in their lives instead of listening to people who didn't, to learn how to have this new mindset. It takes time. It takes a good community. And that's what we have here. So on the left side, negative thinking, where's that going to get you? We already know where that goes. Is it hard to stop thinking negatively? It can be, but in this process, you'll start to feel more of yourself, and the positive thinking becomes easier. Closed-mindedness versus open-mindedness. That's a no-brainer as well, right? If you're just like, I'm going to be skeptical and I'm not going to, open my mind to something, you've already said no. Mm-hmm. And then you can't even witness a whole new reality. But you know what? That's just how some people are. But I know that people who come in here are the ones who are like, I've already been on a journey of opening my mind, and that's our tribe. Problem focused versus solution focused. Like, so many of my relationships haven't worked out because they've been problem focused. Well, I'm like, oh, you have a problem? I want to solve it. So if you're a problem solver kind of person, you're going to do great here. Easily distracted versus staying focused. Again, this takes time because we're used to being told what to do. So being focused on your own growth and your own dreams and everything, it's a practice, but it's beautiful, and you can develop that. Listening to the wrong people versus listening to people with results.
So important, so important.
So important.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So grateful that I've been a reader. I've always loved books. I listened to Grant Cardone. I've listened to Tony Robbins. One of the guys that brought this to the online space, Balazs Cardos, oh my God, his podcast, he blows my mind. Listening to this guy, it's been good for me. And I want to listen to people with the results that I'm looking for rather than the ones who don't. So be careful there. I don't share my personal experiences with people who are going to give me a horrible opinion. That's a new gift and talent of mine in my life. Always waiting, never acting versus taking action. When we take action, we get results.
Yep.
Bottom line. And then the I can't believe versus how can I? Mm-hmm. So if you have the how can I belief system within you, please put how can I in the comments, and let's move on.
Yes, thank you. All right. I'm so excited. You guys are excited. Let's keep going. Start sharing more.
Do y'all want to know what the high ticket offer is?
Woo! Okay.
Okay. All right. I got the long talking slides. Hang with me, guys. All right. So we partnered. This is the high ticket item. This is how we make a lot of money doing less work.
Yes.
And it is the most beautiful thing. I am so grateful for it. So we partnered with a 49-year-old company out of Japan. And they are absolutely incredible. And when we work with them, we get a global distribution number. So you can sell to anyone on the planet, which is why the online branding space is the secret. It's the key. It creates a water. It's called Kangen water. Some people are familiar with it. Some people call it Kangen. I won't argue with you. But the point is that it makes electrolyzed reduced water. Now, this mama gets excited about water these days because when I got involved in this, I didn't even know what I had for 6 months. I just wanted to be myself and get paid to do that. I thought I had a water filter for 6 months. And I was like telling people like, just drink my magic water. I don't know. Well, this thing is magic. And I had to find out the science because it was causing results in my body for my children. We haven't got sick since we got it. I've been giving it to friends and family. They've had amazing results from drinking the water. It just goes on and on and on. We have a hospice nurse on our team.
Yes.
She's giving it to her patients, having amazing results. We can't legally claim that it cures certain things, but we can say it cures gut health legally. And your gut is tied to everything else. So electrolyzed reduced water is magic. What it is that you need the minerals that come through your tap water to go through these platinum coated titanium plates in this machine. And there's $30 million worth of science that went into recreating this. It's also known as living water. Living water is what we could have drank from streams if we hadn't contaminated all of them. So we have now recreated the science to have living water back into humanity right from our own homes. And super exciting. So that excites you? Put living water in the comments. Let's go. Let's live. We need living water.
Because you have to know most of your water from tap or bottle is dead.
Yep.
And again, we're about 70 to 90% of water, depending on your age. You want this living water in your body because we're alive. You need to make your organ, all your cells alive. So again, this is the key here. Living water is the magic.
Yes. And if you can hang with some science, I'll just be really brief. But what it does is that the molecule H2O, it causes the molecules to break apart and come together like this. So here's the hydrogen, here's the oxygen, right? And so when two hydrogen molecules touch each other, that creates H2. This is the smallest form of hydrogen we can consume in our bodies, and it can penetrate through the cell wall and get to the mitochondria in your cells. And so your cells are not constantly having to be recreated because they're being nourished internally. So this business is actually based off you advancing yourself on a cellular level.
Yes.
Hello. Welcome to the club. And that's so exciting. So if your body's not working so hard to stay in homeostasis, what do you think you'd be capable of? A lot. What do you think your brain would be capable of being hydrated at that level? A lot. So it's really incredible. I'm so glad I finally learned the science. It's so amazing. There's so many awesome videos we can send you on that. Also, if you do research on this, go to pubmed.com or Google Scholar. We have competitors out there who are causing some chaos that want to compete with this. Of course they are, because this technology and this entire compensation plan is patented. It cannot be copied. They knew when they recreated living water that this needed to get to everybody for the right reasons. So they patented this compensation plan for people to really care about their health. We're not going to just scream and yell about how much money we're making and throw those numbers at you. We want you to get the water. We really do.
And you know, actually in Japan, it's certified as a medical device, and Japan is one of the strictest country to have the certification. They use it in some of their hospitals. It's the real deal. Like there's really so much health benefit with this water.
Yeah, it's a hospital grade water machine. 1 in 10 people in Japan have them in their homes now. It's just blowing up all over the planet, and it's been slowly but surely leaking into the planet for the last 50 years.
Yes.
Super exciting. So it's eco-friendly. One person makes each machine themselves. One person. They care so much about the intention that goes into the quality of these. They're going to last 20 years. So this is like an investment, like making sure the foundation on your house is taken care of, your roof, having a vehicle to get around. It's just as important, if not more important, right? And so there's zero waste products. The other thing too is the ROI on this. So once you've paid off your investment, like you have an income forever here. So you have an infinite money income, uncapped for life. So put infinity money in the comments if that excites you.
Yes.
Infinity money.
Infinity money.
Let's flow. This is a flow lifestyle with starting from the water to how we get around. And another thing too is you're going to eliminate so many products that the value of this is insane. You can get rid of all the chemicals in your home. You can use the different pH balances for cleaning. You can get rid of Epsom salt. You can put it in you can put a certain pH balance in there for the water. You can use it as an antiseptic for your cuts and wounds. It's incredible. There's water just for your skin. If you have products that you make right now and you're not using this water, this is amazing for that. The list goes on and on and on. My cousin with special needs, he actually, that's his branding, is he can't remember things. So he has been reading off the different uses on Instagram. He's Mike Congan, if you want to check him out. Yeah, I think we'll move on from there.
Yes, thank you. All right, so there's multiple strategy to join this business, which I'll go a little bit deeper in a couple more slides, a few more slides. One of them is called the quad, actually, which is the best way to join the business. What a quad looks like, it's basically 2K8, which is a machine we just talked about. You can drink the water, it has over 100 usage. Then you get that NASPA, which is a shower filter. When I first got that, I was like, okay, let's see what this is. First try, I was like blown away, because obviously our water has full so many chemicals in there, and like chlorine and all the things that dry the skin, the hair. This water will remove the chlorine and some of the sediments. Plus, the water goes through these lava rocks, which is sustainably mined in Japan. And it's like being at the spa. Like it makes water so soft, and it's like amazing for your hair and in your body, and you feel it instantly. It's really amazing. I was blown away. The second thing is called the Ukon, and the Ukon is a turmeric supplement. If you don't know what turmeric does, definitely look it up, because it's such a powerful herb. It's anti-inflammatory, super high antioxidant. I use it daily in my cooking. It's really amazing. And these supplements have some other oil mix in there to make the turmeric more available for the body. It's one of the best turmeric supplement out there. It's really amazing.
I want to share too on that. Yeah. So the turmeric is actually grown in Japan with Kangen water, and it's harvested in the spring and the fall, because there's totally different properties in turmeric in different seasons. And then they capsulate it in seaweed, so it's perfectly accessible straight into the bloodstream always. And then on the Anespa, being able to bathe my children in this now has been a really big deal. So you mamas out there giving your babies that, like my little 7-year-old takes her goddess baths. It feels so good to know that the water's not taking from her skin and that she's actually absorbing water through her skin instead.
Yes. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so the quad is if you get 2 machines, the Anespa and the Ukon. And the benefit of that, we'll talk about that shortly, but this is an all-in package. There's different ways of coming in, but this is the best way to come in.
And actually, one more thing too, one of the K8 that you will have, because you have 2, usually is a loaner machine, meaning you loan it to people. Because what we have seen is that 80% of the people that try the water, they're going to want a machine and want to buy it because of the health benefit. And they see the change in their mood and their complete health and their mind and everything. It's that quickly, within a month, even less, people can see quick result. Like, it's really crazy. You're
going to want all your family members to drink it.
Yes,
you're going to want everybody. You become a bougie water person, and it's a beautiful thing. You'll get used to it.
Yes.
So put bougie water in the comments if you're ready to get your bougie water on.
Yes. All right.
Okay, so we have a patented compensation plan. This cannot be copied, because we are actually hoping that all of humanity will just, let's not compete. Let's all get into the very best and quit taking the lesser route. We just want the best. Just only ask for the best. Put the best right now. I only accept the best.
Yes.
We deserve that. You deserve that. It took me a long time to learn that, and I will not accept less than the best ever again in my life, thanks to all I've learned here. So what this is showing y'all is the very first row is if you were to come in with just one K8, a Kangen water machine is called a K8, and that's a single purchase alone. So on your first sale, you would make $340 if you were to sell one to 2. And then if you get to 3 to 10 sales, you're down to $680 on per sale per commission. You also can make money on group sales here. We'll get into that later. Then you go down to 3A, and that's when you have 11 to 20 sales. Now you're making $1,020 per sale. It's beautiful, right? What a nice way to be. Like, once you get there, you can start to leave that old job behind. Like, if you can get 1 to 2 sales in a month, Would you be comfortable right now? And I'd also like to know, what is your money goal? What do you want to make monthly? Put that in the comments right now. Is it $2,000 a month? Is it 5,000? Is it 10,000? Is it 50? I want $50,000 a month because I have a lot of stuff I'm trying to create on this planet right now. And I'm very, very, very adamant about making it happen. I want to see the change, and I know it's possible.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. So put that in there and truly feel that in your heart, with that abundance. What does that feel like within your body? Can you actually receive that? It's really important that you work with your own frequency of attaining and accepting abundance in your life. And so in the next row, you're looking at a trifecta. This is if you came in with 3 products. So an Anespa, a K8, and an Ukon, or 2 K8s and Ukon, or 2 Anespas and Ukon, whatever, however you want to go about it. 3 sales completes your 1A lane completely. So you'll make that commission to yourself, actually, instead of selling it to someone else. And then your next sales, immediately the first person you sell to, now you're making $11.30. And you're selling trifectas to people because people are going to follow the way that you came in. So if you can accept that abundance and come in with like as much as a package as you can, you're going to be able to show that as an example. And when we go all in, it creates the momentum. So let me see all in the comments. Do you come all in when you come to do something, or do you half-ass it, right? All in is possible. I made it possible for myself. I'll tell you all some of that story in a little bit. And then the final way to come in, the biggest, grandest way, like we said, is with a quad. So that would be 4 products. And now you're looking at the commissions. You're looking at $905 right there, commission to yourself, because you sold it to yourself to complete the whole 1A lane. So the first person you sell to, now you're looking at $18.10 on your first sale. Holy smokes. And that person, this is not like your standard like MLM or anything. You don't have a triangle. You're not going to make money forever this way. It doesn't work like that. We'll explain that momentarily. But what's beautiful is whoever you do sell to in that 2A lane, to a certain degree, you will make that same commission amount on the sales that they make to others, but only for a certain amount of time. It's kind of like becoming a real estate broker instead of being a real estate agent. And once you've taught agents to sell houses, you don't make money on them anymore, as you shouldn't. Let it move on from there. And that's why this company has something really special. And we'll get to that as well in a moment.
Yes. All right. The $1 million strategy. If right now you feel $1 million is impossible, just message me. I will help you work through this, because it's just $1 million. And nowadays, $1 million is actually not that much. And with this business, this is why I love it. Anything is possible. It's literally uncapped income. I have friends making $100,000 a month, 30, 40, 50, name it. It's already done. We actually had a guy, he connected to a doctor who ended up selling a machine to his whole network. I think he made $2 to $3 million in like a day. Obviously, it was so many paperwork, he had to hire a team to do the paperwork. So it was not directly in a day, everything was completed. It just shows you what's possible. Literally, I mean, if you look at the 100K, to make $100,000, you need just 16 quad sale. If you divide this by 6 months, you have to sell 2.5 quad to make $100,000 in 6 months. Just 2.5 sales. That's it. To make the $1 million, it's about, I did the calculation earlier, but I kind of forgot. I think it's 13.5. Let me see quickly. Yes, 13.5 quad sale a month. And you're not even on your own. Your whole team will support you. So you don't have to do these numbers by yourself. You have a whole tribe you're working with, and we're all supporting each other. Together we rise, and we can do this. Imagine making this much money. Imagine this much money flowing into the hands of conscious people, and what we can do. This is how we change the world, by the way. We change the world by making a lot of money. We can have a huge impact. $1 million is 100% possible. Nowadays, there's kids on YouTube making $1 million. We can do the same while having a positive impact on the world, while helping people through their health, helping people change their life. I love it, because anything is possible. And that's what, just drives me. So,
and the more fun you have, the more money you make.
Exactly, 100%. So again, if you feel like a little bit like, whoa, like $1 million is a lot, go back into your heart and tap into this abundance that anything is possible. Remove these limitations. Anything is possible. I think I'll talk about this.
Yeah.
Right? I love it. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So Here is what's super exciting, what everyone loves about this compensation plan and why it's patent, basically. I'll briefly talk about the left column. Basically, you see at this rank, which basically we both are about to reach, you make a $3,000 bonus, just like that. It's amazing. You go down, $6,000 bonus. The next one is $12,000 bonus. And it's US dollars, by the way. So it's for real. It's amazing. What's the really cool thing here is the little box here. This is called legacy income. I promise you, there's no other company, there's nothing out there that'll pay you that much. You will make $5,000 every month for the rest of your life, just as a bonus, by the way. And you don't have to do anything. I thought there'll be so many requirements, and I reached out to the leaders in this space that are making way more than this. They're like, Dorian, you don't have to do anything. You just earn it. And when you're ready, when you die, you can pass this on to your children. So here you're building something for your lineage, literally, and while having your best life, by the way. And the bonus there is $25,000. And that's just the beginning. It goes 5,000, then 10,000, and it keeps going, right? This is the vision we all have, because there's no job out there you can retire from that will pay you that much. So to us, we don't care if it takes 3 years to get there, 5 years or 10 years. This is worth it, because as we get closer to this, we are living our best life. Literally, I'm like traveling the world, doing what I want, when I want. And I'm getting every day closer to getting this legacy income. It's really amazing and so generous. The owner of the company was all about giving people health, wealth, and happiness. Again, that's like the Japanese, energy of just wanting the best for people, really from his heart. And that's how he's doing it. So it's amazing.
It's like we can actually have a retirement plan that's not bogus, and this is real, and all of that time and effort that's been put in is not just lost. You're not just like creating a 401k where they're actually making more money off of you than you are on your 401k. Like, this is an actual exit strategy out of all of the stuff that we aren't in alignment with anymore. And yes, we will appreciate whatever and however we make money in the meantime while we plug and play this into our lives. But this is an actual reality. This is an actual retirement plan that's going to take care of your family. You're actually leaving a legacy for your family. And this is pretty new for the online space. So I'm telling you, the people who are doing this now, we're going to be the biggest players on the planet for making change. And our families are being known for that. It's incredible. And it's really an honor to stand by each other and do this. So thank you for being here.
We're definitely ahead of the curve. Like, this Kingin is spreading, but we're totally ahead of the curve. And this is gold. I mean, we can retire. I feel I'm retired already, but you can retire like in 5 or 10 years. Like, this is amazing. Before way before you're 50, while still enjoying your life beforehand and truly living life how we're meant to be and how you're meant to live it with your purpose.
Yep.
So, woo!
Here we go. Okay. For those of you who are wondering if this is an MLM, this is the difference in us versus an MLM. Okay. It's a pretty big deal too. There's really nothing like this. First of all, I showed this to my stepfather. He looked all into it for me because I got scammed in a real estate deal several years ago. So he was scared for me starting something new, and he checked everything out. He actually did all the research on the water too. And he made his own video to prove how the water works. And was just he's so happy. He thought he was just going to retire and sit on his bum and let some books get published and head on out of this lifetime. And he started drinking this water, and he quit drinking. He quit smoking. He just sold my childhood home, or we're on the market right now. He's going to Colorado to live with his son. He wants me to come there and host ceremonies. He's just ready to live life, y'all. You can't make this stuff up. And so he told me about the compensation plan, that this is the most elegant thing he's ever seen. He's like, wow, they really figured it out. They nailed it. And my mom was in MLMs my whole life and it never got anywhere with them. So I never did one. I was terrified of them. So the difference in this is that you have no monthly quotas. Y'all can work as much as you want to. This is your business, and your life and who you are is your business. Hello. So there are no quotas. There's no D-ranking. That's not a thing. You just, as you get up to where you make more of the sales, you go to a higher rank and make higher commissions. It's simple as that. You're not looking at small ticket crap. So, oh my God, please buy my doo-doo-doo-doo for $20 to $100 and shaking that all day at people. That's not fun. And people get annoyed by that. And we also don't do DMing and cold messaging. This is attraction marketing. You are beautiful and you deserve to shine. And people are attracted to you standing in your power. And they're going to come to you and know that you have something magical. And when you hold something like this, we call this liquid gold. We hold it that way in our heart. So we know we don't have to worry about anything. People do come to us. You don't have any membership fees. This is a one-time investment. You invest, you're in for life. It is a done deal. There's legacy income. Nobody else has that. That's unheard of. And that's why they patented it. Because when they realized how to make this strategy, they're like, oh my gosh, we figured it out. And they don't want people to copy it for other business models because this product is so important to get to the planet. There's no licensing fees. We don't have anything like that. We don't recruit, we attract. So we don't knock on the doors, none of that. If anything, I buy machines now for my family members. The ones who like didn't believe in it, I'm like, let me just put one in your house because I love you. Commissions on group sales is the only thing that we do share. And it's not like a pyramid like this, like y'all saw. You're in your 1A lane, you sell to a couple of people or to yourself to complete your trifecta and quad. You sell to the next person, that's your 2A. Once they've made a certain number of sales, you're capped off. You don't make money on them anymore. Your next direct sale is this person. Now, the cool thing is that you don't have to keep making sales to more people. You could literally only have 2 people ever come into your business. And it's number of group sales that gets you into the higher brackets. It gets you to legacy income. So let's say somebody came into your business and sold 100 of these. You'd be 6A overnight. Your next sale, you're making what? Like
For
$10,000, something,
no,
for a
like,
quad.
oh yeah.
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 If you go quad route. So I wish I had gone quad route, by the way, guys. I went trifecta, but now I'm like, dang it. But so many of y'all are coming on quads now. I'm so happy for y'all. It's beautiful to watch.
And this is the best way also. Well, I'll talk about this after. Yeah. It's
Mhm.
another slide. Yeah.
Cool. You can go to
Okay,
the next
cool.
Okay, so how do you make sales? Anybody can do this. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear you don't want to be on the camera. You don't like your picture taken. Y'all, I had the worst social anxiety. I couldn't talk when I was 16 years old. Like, give yourself some grace. Even if you just say hi world and give a peace sign and you boost master classes in your story, that's enough. That's enough. You're enough where you're at. Okay. And the way that they just restructured this whole entire thing, an 85-year-old woman could get started in this and do this.
I've seen successful old ladies for sure.
Yeah. I want to see I'm enough in the comments right now. I am enough. So you'll create content or ads on social media. There is a beautiful program that we're going to tell you guys about that you can learn how to do everything. It's so easy to follow. It's step by step. But really, all you got to do is share that there's a masterclass happening. Me and Dorian, we are going to come here for you guys as long as we need to until you feel confident enough to share enough about this. It takes time. And so this is just something you'll plug and play into your life. Instead of watching a Netflix series, you might come to a masterclass once a week or once a month, whatever works for you. And so you do the master classes and you go through a discovery process. So, after this evening, there's a discovery process that you can go through. It helps you get grounded with yourself, to reevaluate your life, to decide what it is you want to build here. Because a lot of us haven't had the time or given ourselves the time to really think about that and to build a vision. And that's what's missing for most people. When I ask people, what would you do if you could do anything? You didn't have to worry about money anymore. The first answer I get most of the time is, I don't know. And that's all right. And that's what the discovery process is for, to figure that out. That's the beginning. That's your foundation. And then you'll have a clarity call with a DBS person. So you have people come in here, they're going to go through this process. It's all automated. So they'll go through the process. They'll have what's called a DBS call, digital business specialist. They'll talk to them all about where they are financially, what's going on in their lives, what they could do differently, how they could come up with the funds. And that's all done for us with beautiful people who have stepped forward to take that role on in this community. And they are doing amazing at this. And I see people who are taking they're taking a step back and they're figuring things out. And then you launch your business. And all of this is in the academy that we'll talk about here shortly. That's online, totally automated, super easy. So y'all like easy money?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to share this one with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So a little FAQ here. So do I need to use the product you recommend to benefit from this platform? Well, y'all tell me what you think. After everything we share with you about the water, do you think that using the product would benefit you in this business? You tell me. I like you to answer that question, honestly, because I would say yes. What if I have no time? Okay, if you have no time, that's a silly answer, first of all. Okay, please tell me how much time you spend already scrolling on your social media, watching Netflix series, what have you. I'm sure you got your things, okay? But if you could put your head down into this for 1 year, that was the guidance I was given from Balazs, amazing human being who has brought this to the online space. And I took his advice. I was like, you know what? You're right. This is, if I could put 1 year into this and designate this and to get all of those results, it's planting the seeds that will bloom for you afterwards.
Forever.
So, no time, nah, that's not really a thing. This is a plug and play. It's super easy. Just replace your scrolling with putting something actually productive into the world for us, please. Even if it's just I love you and peace signs, that's better than whatever garbage a lot of people put on social media. Okay. What if I have no online experience? Not a problem. The Academy is going to guide you through everything. It's literally made, like I said, anyone could do it. Not a baby, but an 85-year-old woman.
I mean, when I started, I had no Instagram, definitely no TikTok. I think TikTok wasn't even created back then, but I was never really using Facebook, and I learned everything from scratch. And now, 2 years later, I can say I'm really like not an expert. I know so much more than most people actually already. And I just started, like, guess what? A TikTok, like I think a week ago, because why not? It was fun. And you don't even have to do that. I just wanted to play with it. And you really need no experience. We will take care of you. The platform will take care of you. Like, you will not be doing this journey alone. Now, a whole tribe is such loving beings, and we want to help each other grow, because again, together we rise. It's that simple.
Truly. And also, I had no Instagram, nothing like that. I was actually about to delete my social media before I got started in this because I hated it. I hated all the negativity. I didn't want to hear about politics or freaking football anymore. No offense if you like those things, but I just wanted something refreshing. And then I became the refreshing. And you know what? There's a whole transformation process that comes when you share something authentic and you stand in your truth about anything that you love or passionate about. And this will really motivate you to find what those things are for you. And that's a huge transformation journey. Everybody here goes through it. It's awesome. It's a gentle process though. No forcing. Is there a startup cost after I join the platform? Nope, it's a one-time investment. So
let me get the one you.
Oh, yeah.
What if I'm not good at sales? So a lot of people ask this question. I love sales, but most people do not. I'm pretty unique and rare. Again, in the platform, we have someone doing this, and this is the DBS we're talking about. They will do the selling for you. All you have to do is show up, be motivated, be consistent, and just build this relationship with people. And that's it. Then you have them funnel through the whole process, and someone will complete the sale for you. You can be sleeping and money comes in. Literally, like I was in Mexico doing medicines, money was coming in. It's amazing. How do I know I'll get result? That's gonna be up to you. And actually, when I started, they used to tell me success is only a matter of time. And I was like, okay, that's a cool saying. But I'm seeing it now. I'm living it. Just keep showing up. Have no expectation. Just keep showing up. And that's you putting energy out there, and life will give back to you. Like, literally, success is only a matter of time. Like, it's beautiful.
Yep.
Do I need my own product to sell? Well, you do need one of these machine or products from the company to have a distributor ID, so you can actually get paid for what you're doing. So yes, you do need one. What if I don't have any money to invest right now? I always say, when there's a will, there's a way. And I've heard crazy stories of how people have gotten to the business. If you really, really, really want this, your life will give you a way. You will find a way. I promise. Like, it always works out.
I want to share there just a moment too. I was down to $500, like I said, spent $250 on my car. I was down to $250 when I found out about this. And I was used to actually having money and was pissed that I couldn't just get involved immediately. And I took the advice. I went ahead and joined the academy. I had enough to do that. And there is a money mastery course in there that you can take that's very powerful. And there were 2 books that were suggested. And those of you who have done it and have witnessed the miracles of doing the magic, please put the love in for the magic right now in the comments. The magic is a 28-day gratitude challenge. And I started recognizing shifts in my life from doing this practice. And I had an opportunity come to me that was out of the blue, and I acted on it, even though I was embarrassed to do so. I was reaching out to someone who had given up on buying a house, and the perfect house came through after 6 months of trying. They were pissed. They didn't want to do this anymore. And I was like, dang it, but what if it's the one? And they could have gotten mad at me and be like, leave us alone, right? But I knew in my heart that if it was the one, I would be doing an injustice not to give it to them. I sent the house over to her and she said, well, thank you so much. It's a beautiful house and it looks perfect. But you know what? We actually found the house today and we already talked to the owners, and all you need to do is write the offer. And it was the easiest money I ever made. And I understood that it was actually for this. I felt that in every inch of my body from doing that gratitude practice and from listening to the book, You Are a Badass at Making Money. And she talked about recreating your relationship with money. And I had a bad relationship with money. I thought money was the root of all evil. I felt like money was always going to disappear. I felt guilt when I spent things instead of being in gratitude and in joy. And I had a lot of mindset shifts because of all of these amazing tools. So never let money stop you from having your dreams. Okay, cool. What's the ROI? Okay, return on investment. Once you've paid back this investment, which I actually paid mine back within about 4 months, it's forever. This is literally, you're going to make an income that never stops until you get to generational wealth. And that will be from you having put the energy in of showing up for yourself. And once you've completed it, you reach that place. You've inspired so many people, and so many people are drinking this water because of you, that this company is going to take care of your family for life. That makes perfect sense. Are there monthly quotas or minimums to meet? We already talked about that. There's not. Is this a pyramid scheme? Absolutely not. This is completely legal business. And a pyramid scheme, by the way, for those of you who don't know, does not have a product, and they are completely illegal. So no, that's a no.
Yeah. Woo. All right. So like we said, anyone can do this. I've been here 2 years. I've seen old ladies, farmers being successful in this business, to girls or men in their 20s, like this girl on the top, Shinara, she's in her 20s in New Zealand, and she blew this out of the water in the most beautiful way. She was working super hard, hustling 9 to 5. She was a mom. She had no time for her family. And when she got home, she actually had no energy really. And she really wanted to be a mom at home with her kids and retire her husband, but she just couldn't. And she came across this beautiful opportunity, and she said, yes, when both her feet in, fully in, and she blew this up on the social media. She attracted a huge community of native New Zealander there. And now she's actually I think the biggest representative for the water in New Zealand. She's doing amazing. And it was in a short time. I think it was like a year and a half, or even like 6 months. She went all in. Again, anyone can do this. Clint and Christy, basically, they're amazing. They're definitely our mentors up there. And I mean, their story is beautiful. They had zero money. They were at the store. They couldn't pay for food on one credit card. They had to do this credit card and this other credit card to buy food. But like all of us, they knew something had to change. They knew that they could not keep living like this. She was pregnant. They could not raise a family. So Balaz, who's their mentor, introduced him to the business. And they said, yes, they went all in. They found a way how to get the investment for this business. Now these guys are making probably like $40,000 a month for the rest of our life, every single month. It's amazing. And they're all in their heart. They're here to help us all the time. They give us the support we need, even though they don't have to. They're super freaking rich. Anyone can do this, guys. It's not rocket science, seriously.
Oh yeah, and Clint started out in his basement.
Yeah.
And she didn't support him at first in the business, and he kept going. And then finally she got into it and then was like, holy crap. And she took off like crazy.
Yep. Okay, so how to get started? So you have 3 options really. The first one is on the left side. It's called the K8. It's about $5,000. There's some tax added to that depending on your states or your country. You will make some money, but it's going to be very slow. But at least you get the benefit of the water, which is amazing, right? Now the trifecta, the middle one, is how we started it, because back then there was no quad strategy. So, and trust me, both of us would have got a quad if we knew it. We got the trifecta. That was the best thing we could do at that time. This is where you get the 3 products. So at least you get to try all 3 of them. You can make money quite fast. Like they said, on your first sale, it's about $1,100. And you need only 34 trifecta sale to get to the 6A, which is a $3,000 bonus. It's amazing, right? And that cost of that is about, it says $10,000 there. I think it's actually about $9,000 around there. Now, the best way is the quad, right? Because you get that loaner machine, which again, 80% of the people, when they try the water, they will buy it. But you have to think also in the long run. The goal is legacy income. And the quad is the best way to make the fastest the money, and to get the legacy income the fastest as well. So this is a new strategy that came out about, like we figured it out about a year ago. So that's why people joining now can move way faster than we did. It's golden. And that's about, it says 15, but I think it's about $14,000. And you might think, oh, it's a lot of money. You know, I get it. It could be a lot of money for some people, but you have to change your perception. Here you are creating a business for life with actually very, very, very little risk to almost no risk. And to create your own business, it takes a lot of money. You know, you have to create your own product, hire people to create your product, to make the product, to create a website. You have so many things to think about, to market it. And in the long run, it's way more risky. And you have to, I mean, my mom did this. She spent over $100,000. And after 3 years, she had shut down her online business. This is really not that much, actually, when you know the risk is nothing, and you get an awesome product, and you get to impact people the best way possible. So it's really not that much.
Yep. And the DBS person will speak with you, and they will figure out a strategy for you to get involved no matter what. And I mean, no matter what. They have come up with ways of helping people get involved here with nothing. So don't let that hold you back.
Yes, it's just money, guys. It's energy. Money comes and goes, and it blows, grows.
Cool. So now we're going to let you know that there's super, super special things going on. These come and go, y'all. So it's exciting to get to offer this to everybody tonight. We have a legacy mentorship that's starting on July 19th. And it's going to be with Brooke March here. This was a single mom. She's been in the business for 4 years. She is rocking it. And this is going to be a very powerful mentorship with one of the highest players that we have in the online space. In the middle, you can see Clinton Christie. They do mentorships here and there. And then that's Balaz, the one I keep talking about. I just really appreciate him. There's so many things that he did for me and his mentorship that I took that shifted me in ways that I'll never be the same. And I'm finally going to live in so much more abundance in my life. But especially when it comes to how to talk to people and just care more about people, this business helps you learn to care about yourself and people again in a way that's been really lost.
And by the way, Brooke Marsh, she started this business being $47,000 in debt, and she figured it out. In 3 months, she made $100,000.
Woo!
She blew up, and because she showed up on social media, she actually sucked at social media, by the way. She barely knew how to use her phone, but her mentor and the platform taught her everything. And she started showing up like crazy because she knew and she could feel this energy in her heart. This was it. In 3 months, she made $100,000. I'm not going to guarantee that you guys will make that. I want to show you that it is possible, that anything is possible. We can all do it. There's really no limitations here.
Okay, yeah. So in the mentorship, this is all about what you're going to learn here and what's going to do to help you build this momentum. So you're partnering with our chosen affiliated offer within the next 10 days and you qualify, and you'll receive this exclusive in-depth mentorship to get you right into action and setting up your business from the start. You're going to learn what this whole community is about, and they're going to step-by-step tell you how to launch this business in the most powerful way. The Academy will show you this, but this mentorship on top of that, that's the kind of you want to come in with. You come in like that, it's going to play out that way for you. Come in small, it just takes longer, which is okay too if you have to. But when we really figure out that we know we're worthy and we can figure it out, it's like, whoo, I'm telling you.
Yes.
So y'all definitely want to get in on that.
So now this is a platform we've been talking about. So the first month is $49. That's it. And you will learn everything. The content on there is amazing. And we always say it's 80% inner work and 20% like physical work, like understanding social media, for example. And they have so much beautiful, conscious training, like she was saying about like money mastery, or how to be a better leader, how to speak better. Then you'll learn about how to launch your business, social media, ads, if you want to do that. There's how to create better, more powerful content. Everything is on there, and you will have to go through a discovery process. And this is where you can really ground yourself, ask yourself some personal like question that will make you think about what you want in life, your vision, how do you want to live life? And that will take you to the DBS call with a business strategist. And again, she will help you on like how you want to join the business and how you can do this. She will listen to you. It's such a beautiful process. And right now, like I said, it's only $49 for the first month. It's priceless, seriously.
Yeah. This includes the mentorship, and so many people are paying life coaches right now. If you're a life coach right now, I give you my freaking heart. Like, that is not an easy thing to try to get people to pay for. And what's really awesome about this is a lot of life coaches are coming here now. It's like too hard to try to get those clients and to keep them and everything. And this is like going to life coaching. This is like tens of thousands of dollars worth of information and beautiful life coaching right here to create a business based around who you are, and that your life is your business, which is the missing key for everybody. So if you work in the healing modalities and things like that, and you're trying to help people in the world and they don't want to pay right for their healing because they're stuck because they got to pay for this other stuff in their job and they don't want to find the money for that. This is a self-healing process actually throughout this entire thing. It's awesome. I love now a lot of the things I do to help humanity. I actually offer those for free now because I actually do it because I love it, not because I have to make money doing it, because I have a residual income coming in, a passive income coming in through this now. And so my life is my business. Sharing what I'm doing with people is my business. Traveling the world, teaching my children is my business. And that's amazing. So I look forward to watching all of you go through that transformation. And it has been such an honor this evening to have you. So thank you for coming. We really, really, truly are grateful to have you come and be a part of this global community.
Yes.
The world is all benefiting from this. This is it's a revolution. This is the new paradigm. If you're familiar with these terms, put new paradigm in the chat for me and send us some love. We love you guys.
And we're all over the world, which is amazing. And it's such a deep connection that we create here in our tribe. Everyone's so loving. We support each other. We listen to each other. We really journey each other in the business, but in our own life and what's happening, whether it's breakup, separation, or meeting someone new, or the wins and the challenges. We're all here for each other. And that's, like a couple of days ago, we had a whole tribe gathering here. Not everyone could show up, obviously, but it was amazing meeting everyone for the first time. And we're all like becoming such close friends. And this is true community. There's zero competition. I've never seen that anywhere. So we thank you for being here. Reach out to the person that invited you to this masterclass to know more. If you have questions, please feel free to ask them. And thank you for your time. We know your time is valuable. So thank you for listening to us. We really appreciate that. Yes, thank you.
Oh, have a good night. Bye-bye. All right.